So it is night one of my trip to the Outer Banks. I drove here. It was about a 6 hour drive from where I live in the Charlotte metropolitan area. And it was a nice drive. I didn't actually get on the road as early as I wanted to. I was hoping to get here about golden hour. Wound up getting here about 10:30. So, let's see. Being that it was dark by the time I got to the actual, area that would be interesting, didn't get to see much. I did get to stop at a drawbridge and wait for some long boat that I could barely see in the dark. I got here to the visitor center, which is where I'm parked up right now. Gonna sleep in my car. Of course, the visitor center isn't open this late, but I did use the bathroom, saw a couple things on the wall, like a map of North Carolina. Then I went into town, Manteo, got some McDonald's because nothing else was open. The funny thing about the Outer Banks, number one, there's not a lot of land to actually live on, so not a lot of people live out here. And number two, I've heard it said that the Outer Banks is a vacation destination for everyone but North Carolinians because it's such a long drive, and also because a lot of schools will take I know some folks say that they took like an 8th grade trip, like a field trip out to the Outer Banks. So a lot of people had been here as kids, and so it's like, check that off the list. And they don't think, let's go to the Outer Banks. So yeah, South Carolina beaches are closer for most North Carolinians. But from what I've seen so far, it's pretty nice. Haven't seen a single litter that I can think of. I don't know. Yeah, don't see any. Yeah, so in the morning, when the visitor center is open, I'm gonna head in there and check it out. I think, I don't know, I'll figure out something to do. There's a few different spots I want to hit on this trip. I want to see Killdevil Hill, which is where the Wright brothers made their first flight. I'll check out the Wright Brothers Museum up there in Kitty Hawk. I don't think there's anything else north. I think that's as far north as I'll go. I don't know. I'll check out Google Maps and see if there's anything. And I'm going to start making my way south. Check out the lighthouses, make my way to Cape Hatteras. I definitely want to wind up in Ocracoke by the end of this trip, because that will be the first, true island. I'm on Roanoke Island right now. Oh, that's another thing I want to do. There's a tourist attraction on the actual site of the lost Roanoke colony, which, if I recall correctly from my history, is the very first European settlement. Well, I know there was history with the Vikings and stuff, but the very first post-Columbian European settlement in North America. Basically, the first time that the English tried to settle and didn't pan out for them. No one really knows what happened. They The colony just up and vanished. They didn't have, like, telegraph or telephones, obviously. So there wasn't any communication. The colony was gone. Next time somebody came to check up on them, it was like, oh, where did everybody go? And there's a lot of, there was some speculation about Virginia Dare. I think maybe, like, her journal was found. I don't remember what the thing about Virginia Dare was. There was a theory that Virginia Dare, that the colony basically, like, from whatever happened, like, they weren't able to stay here on the island, and they wound up integrating into the Indian society, and they wound up with the Lumbees. And the reason for that theory is the Lumbee have blue eyes, and so there's speculation that they got that from the Roanoke colony, that gene, because they're the only Indians that have blue eyes, as far as I know. Anyway, so yeah, I want to check out that tourist attraction, but that's not open until Tuesday, and it is Sunday right now. So anyway, yeah, and here's I'll show you a couple of the pictures that I've taken so far.